Welcome everyone to our World Yoga Festival series on Sunday Talks. And we're really privileged today to have Dr. Hansaji Yogendra with us. Many of you won't need an introduction to her at all. You know her very well. You may have been taught by her, or indeed your teacher has been taught by her. Number of people have been all around the world. Thousands of people have gone down this lineage, which is it is the oldest formal yoga institutes in the world, the Yoga Institute in Mumbai. And Hansaji herself has taken over 100,000 classes of various sorts at the Institute, and indeed around the world. We're privileged to have her with us last year, and great series of talks that she gave at the Yoga Festival. It was really, really nice. So without further ado, I'd like to hand you over to Dr. Hansaji herself. It's 7:30 in the evening, India time. Very pleased to welcome you here. Thank you very much indeed for coming. We know that you're going to be talking for about an hour, and you have said that questions may be raised, and we shall monitor the chat lines and place those questions to you. So most welcome. Thank you very much indeed for joining.
Okay. So first of all, my namaste to everybody, and Dr. Ram Banerjee, Ali, all of you are great souls, because you all are putting such a hard work to see that this science, this knowledge reaches people, and people start understanding what is this science of life. Yoga is a science of living. It deals with body, it deals with mind, it deals with emotions, intellect, interpersonal relations. It's a very vast subject, because this science has three subjects within. One is human psychology, how human mind works and how it is supposed to work. And second is philosophy, what should be goal and purpose of your life. And when we talk about life, we should talk about every action we do, which should have some purpose behind it. You should always think, why am I doing the action, and then do the action. If that is remembered, our action would be in the right direction. And third is the technology part of yoga. And technology part of yoga has become very popular all over the world. That is asanas, pranayams, meditations, kriya, mudras, bandhas, and all those stuffs. So this is yoga. Now there are various yoga, but we at the Yoga Institute, which we are running since last 101 year now, we have been teaching yoga for householders. Householders means those who have to earn their own livelihood, those who have to have lots of responsibilities and duties. They are performing duties all the time. Householders have to perform their duty, and hierarchy of duty is very clear for them. First duty for householder is duty towards self, to see that you maintain your balance in ups and downs of your life. You know, the life is going on, but you are supposed to maintain your balance. And problems come, problems go, but your balance should not be disturbed. You should see things objectively, do what best you can do in a given situation. And that is householder's duty. And so to maintain balance, what are the things which you should do for self? You should know. So here we say that you should know yourself, your body, what type of body you have, what type of mind you have, what happens when you get emotionally disturbed, which area you are emotionally set. You know, where your balance is gone. What happens to you? Somebody behaved rudely. Now, there are various people who would be reacting in various different ways. What are you? There is one person who gets hurt when someone behaves rudely. He feels that, look, I am so sweet, and why he should behave rudely when I have done so much for him. I have helped him when he needed. and I've done everything, yet he's behaving rudely. So you get hurt. You feel bad about it. But then what happens when you get hurt, when you feel bad, your body shows its effect. Your blood pressure goes up, your pulse goes fast, your breathing is very shallow, oxygen going to blood, carbon dioxide coming out of blood doesn't take place so perfectly, so it's halfly done. So blood remains impure, that doesn't, your concentration becomes poor, your memory becomes poor, your reasoning power becomes poor. Because of that reasoning power, we are superior than animals. But now, since you got hurt, or you got angry, or you got disturbed, all this is happening. Whatever food you have eaten, your body will not absorb and assimilate at all anything out of it. So body will either store the food, and so either you will putting on weight, or internally you will put on weight and have atherosclerosis and such things, or you will be suffering from storage diseases, cholesterol going high, triglyceride going high, uric acid going high, trying to diabetes, so sugar going high, all such things will happen. Or body will throw the things out. Whatever food you have eaten, body will throw it out. And so what happens? You suffer from deficiencies, iron deficiency, calcium deficiency, B12 deficiency, D3 deficiency. All these deficiencies are very, very common nowadays. And all this will happen. Why? Because somebody behaved rudely. You are suffering. Now yoga says that this is not the way to live your life. You should uplift yourself. But this is the way people are. We call this as a tamasic state. When you are not coming out of it, you are not doing anything. You are open to get hurt. You are open to suffer. You expect, so you suffer. You help somebody, but expecting that that person will help you in return is a wrong expectation. You do what you can do in life, but don't even remember what you did good to others and all that. Leave it. You will get back when the right time comes. Karma theory makes it clear. If you put a seed of a mango in a soil, you will slowly get mango there, nothing else there. What you put, you get. As you sow, so shall you reap. You have done an action of help, you are going to get help at the right time, in the right manner. You don't have to ask for that and ask from that person whom you have helped. So don't behave like that. Rather live a life which is totally a self-reliant life. Try to see that you stop suffering because of others in life. I very often tell people that take a decision in your mind that from today onwards, I'm not going to suffer because of anybody in life. Then only this is possible. It's a decision which you have to take. So this is one person who behaves like this. There is another type of person. When somebody behaves rudely, he will say, keep quiet, shut up, I don't like it. Don't shout, keep your voice low, talk decently, otherwise. So here what you are doing, you are reacting. You are reacting. He behaved rudely, you are also hurt. Here you are hurt. And so in turn, you also behave in the same way. That is still more wrong than the first one. Here too you are doing wrong action also. Wrong action. That wrong action, if you sow, that also will reap. They say that the emotions, whatever you think goes into the world. It's not person to person, it goes into the world. And the emotions, they attract the like same type of emotion from the world. So what is happening? You get angry, more and more situations to make you angry would be there in your life. You get hurt, more and more situations will be there which will make you hurt more. So don't create such a life of yours. Stop reacting. Stop suffering because of others. The first statement. There is third type of person who is little controlled properly. He has absorbed yogic life in his life. And so he is a person Somebody is behaving rudely. Now he listens to him. He understands that he is not in a good state of mind right now. He is talking whatever he wants to say, but there is no love with him. He can't manage life. He is sick person. He is unhappy person. And so whatever he says, listen to it carefully. Do whatever you can do, but don't get hurt. Don't suffer. And that too you do at a right time, in a right manner. When he's talking, you can nod and say, yes, I agree what you say. Very fine. Don't react. Don't choose to suffer because of him. Listen, and then when he is quiet, when he is in a listening state, right now when he's talking, blah, 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 he's not in a listening state. But when he is quiet, after speaking out, removing his tension on you and all that, now he's sometime in a day, he is in a listening state. Then you speak what you want to say and say. Yoga doesn't believe in tolerating nonsense. Not at all. Action must be done. But wait for the opposite person to be in a right frame of mind. Till then, don't speak. We do action through speech, hands, legs. These are karmendriya in yoga, organs of action. So you should be careful about it. You do only when you can do the action, when the purpose is served, when a person is in a listening state. There is one more type of person who is a real yogic person, totally a saintly fellow. He, when somebody behaves rudely to him, he feels that poor fellow, he is not happy. He is unhappy in life. Poor, he is suffering in life. Maybe he is hungry. Let me give him food to eat. Maybe he is thirsty. Let me give him. Maybe he is tired. That's why he is behaving. Let me help him to settle down a bit. He would help that person to feel comfortable, but not suffer, not even try to remember his words at all. He has done his job. A spoiled machinery has taken out some product which has to be a spoiled product. You don't have to even think about it. And doing that, that person has gone. Whatever he could do for a person, he'll do it. Person will go away. Nothing has happened in your life. That chapter is over and you finish. Don't remember what he spoke. Don't think what he wants. Nothing. He is gone. So this is how the fourth person will behave. So these are all four types. Now, why I'm giving you this example? We should know what type we are, in what situation we are, what is my nature, what is my habit, what are my sanskars, how do I deal with. In this today's scenario, we are left with our own self. We are alone. We have a family, our families together with us. We have never spent so much time with our family members together as we are spending now, because they are they are busy, everybody is busy in the world, no time for each other. And so now situations are different. Now you are with them, you are with yourself. And so you should now watch yourself more. Every time when some situation occurs, what he should do and how he should not do this and how he should do that. Don't think from that angle. Think what happened to you when such situation occurred. So whole focus should be to understand yourself, to observe yourself. And slowly, once you understand yourself, you will be able to handle any situation very peacefully. So since we are teaching yoga for householders, we have to teach these things first. Know yourself. Don't look at others and start living life what others are living. For somebody, eating one full loaf of bread is fine, but for you, one slice itself is enough. Looking at him, you should not start eating more. You should understand your body language. Your body will tell you it's enough. Don't, stomach is, hunger is satiated, not more than that. You should learn to observe yourself, listen to your body, and then behave accordingly. You create your own world. Don't look at others and do the job. So, this is the area where we have to become quickly understand ourselves. Usually, I tell people to know your body and body's capacity and all that, better write a diary every day. Every day, write what did you eat whole day. So, the type of food you are eating, just write it down. Second line, write how did you spend your day, whether you were sitting for long, or you were traveling today, or you were walking too much. Now, though you can't go out to in the house also, but you should be walking. What was your activity? Write it down. Third line, what is your body's condition today? That how is your body today? Have pain in your neck, or there is lots of gases in stomach, or acidity is felt, or mind is little restless, or whatever it is in body you feel aches and pain. Write it down. Condition of your body. And fourth line, write down condition of your mind. Today you are anxious, you are worrying about economy, you are little hurt because of some situation. Whatever is your mental state, write it down. And I tell you, if you write the date and month, go on writing this for 1 full year, you will definitely come to know about your body's nature, body's character, and then you will be able to manage yourself very well. Next year, you can foresee that this may happen. What do you do so that you prevent the problem and don't suffer from it? Little effort we have to put to understand body's nature, body's character, mind, and so on. And this habit of looking at yourself, where I have a problem, what to do to come out of the problem. Then we have asanas, so we can always tell you that if you have neck pain, what are you supposed to do, how to relax your body, and if it's a knee pain or back pain. So it becomes very simple. You know how to handle, and the ups and downs will not bother you. So, duty towards self is first duty. Then, second duty is duty towards near and dear with whom we live. Now, we have a duty with whom we share our roof, with whom we live. So, if we are living with husband and wife, children, or we have parents or brother, sister, whosoever we live, we have duty towards them. We should spend some time with them, quality time with them. We should see that their needs are taken care of. Whatever we can do, we should see that we attend to them. We should see that we accept them as they are. Understand this. Accept your people as they are. Old people are going to behave like old person. You will do something and they'll say you have not done it. They have eaten food and after half an hour they say, I have not eaten food. You have not given me only food. This is old people's behavior. Repeatedly, they will say the same thing again and again. It would be difficult for you to maintain your balance. But you have to see that you accept them as they are. They are at that age where their memory, the present memory is very poor. Past memory they have, thorough memory they have. When did you get married and how the marriage, what happened, and they know very well. They don't forget that. But right now they have eaten food, they forget. Right now they have taken bath, they forget. Right now we were sitting and talking, they forget. So, and then they blame that you have not done it. All that behavior is possible, but don't lose your balance. Alzheimer happens, Parkinson happens, all this thing happen. We can always prevent these things, which if you want, I will tell you how to manage. Because we have done lots of research on all these things and we know how to prevent all these problems. But this is the case. And then children are going to behave like a kid. You tell child, don't do this, he'll definitely do that. All our stories of Krishna in India, Indian culture, how Krishna, don't steal butter, he's going to steal butter. Don't break the pots, he's going to do that. You know how a child is. And so don't use the word don't. Use the word what to do. Do this, then they will be fine. But don't means they have registered and they'll definitely do it. And you should be model for your child to see that you mean what you say, or you live the life which you want to live. Accordingly, child will watch you and learn, not what you speak. Child will not learn from that. What you are doing, child will learn from that. If you are shouting, child will shout. If you leave the things like that, child will do, and so on. So, in short, my point is that with children, with adults, with everybody in the family, everybody has their own typical nature. If nobody is 100% perfect, there are some things which are wrong in a person according to our angle of looking at it. Some things are very good. Now you are trying to change that person. Not possible. Accept them as they are. Don't try to change. Somebody is drinking every day. I remember one lady came to me, my husband is drinking every day at night and my children are watching him drinking every day. What sanskaras we'll give to our children? And I'm very much upset about it. So I asked her, what are you doing? He says, I fight with him. Practically every day we have lots of fights. He comes and opens the bottle and I said, get out from here. And we have lots of fights. Children are watching father and mother fighting for some or other reason. This is not the way. You are not doing your duty. So I told her very well. He is drinking, fine. You have told him 10 times, don't drink, but he is still drinking. But what is your duty? You first maintain your balance. And your duty towards children is to see that in the house, some positivity remains. Right now, the house is full of negativity, fight, hitting each other, abusing each other. Those are the vibrations in your house, which is so wrong. Create a good vibrations in the house. See to it that a positive energy is there in your house. And so you and both your kids, you should play something, play carom together, sing together, dance together, learn something together, crack jokes together, bring some joy in the house and do these things. Let him drink. But you first do your part well. And she understood that and she started doing that. And the husband was watching. They are enjoying, they are doing something. Then one day he left his drink and came and met. And he also started playing games with them, started dancing. And slowly, automatically, a stage came when he didn't want to drink. He didn't want to hurt because now he has enjoyed the family members, whatever it is. The whole vibrations is good. So somewhere we have to understand this. And we should not try to change, but do our part well. That is duty towards our near and dear. There is one case when a girl, 22-year-old girl, she wants to remain very thin and trim and zero figure. And so she hardly eats. She eats very little and she suffers from quite a lot of little things. And a stage came when doctors saw and they said that she needs hospitalization because lots of deficiencies are there. And irritable bowel movements have started and all these things. She was vomiting and she was having loose motion and weak. So she was hospitalized. Mother went to stay with her daughter in the hospital. In our country, one family member is required to be in the hospital with a patient. And so mother was there and she lived with her daughter. And mother was very much attached. So she would sit there, see to it that daughter eats well, daughter sleeps properly, nobody comes and disturbs her. She takes medicines on time and all that. Daughter started improving in her health. Within 10 days, she was absolutely fit and fine. And so she was discharged back and she came home. But next day, mother got sick and mother was in the hospital. Now, why should this happen? Because mother forgot duty towards herself in the hospital. She should remember that she should also eat her food properly. She should remember that she should also walk a bit here and there. When daughter is sleeping, she should remember that she should also take a nap. She was doing nothing for self. She forgot that she has duty towards herself, and that creates problem. We do overtime in our office. We remember. See, work can never hurt you or harm you. Work is always good. But like this, neglecting your balance, your duty, is something which is going to harm you. And so do that. Try. And see that in this today's scenario, where everybody is under tension, let me tell you, children are under tension, adults are under tension, everybody is under tension because their normal life is totally disrupted, totally disturbed. Children can't go out to play, the ladies can't go out, men can't go out. It's quite a tight schedule where everything has slowed down. When we are used to doing many things, but now no. People are missing quite a lot. But this is today's scenario. Now here, what is to be done is to see that we don't start finding fault in each other. Don't try to change each other, that you are doing this is wrong, don't do this and don't do that. Don't do that. Everybody has their own ways of handling their tension and stress. Only try and support them if at all. They need your help, then help. Keep a very joyful and positive atmosphere and see that you learn something new, read something, learn even dancing and singing, learn pottery, learn cooking, because all these things which are required for our day-to-day living, everybody should know how to do it. And everybody should learn that, something new. So when brain is active, when brain is busy learning something, memorizing something, recreating something, all this really would help brain to function well, mind to function well. It is human mind which creates tension, which brings worries, nothing else, no other mind. So that mind has to be kept in a proper place, disciplined, on the line, with purpose, then everything would be lovely. So here is duty towards your near and dear. Then third is duty towards work. Wherever you are working, all those people who are helping you in work, they are all your family and you have to take care of them. As our yoga entire group is our family and we have to take care of each other. If anybody needs anything or it is definitely our duty. Rather in yoga we say whole world is your family. Vasudhaiva kutumbakam. And you have a duty towards everybody, but first those who are near and dear, at least where you have made a family with whom you are working, take care of that. There is one professor, he goes to college and he gives his lecture very well. He is very popular in his college. Every student would definitely attend his class because he is a very and he teaches also very well. And he is passionate. He tells children that if you have any problem, just instantly come to me and I will see to it that I can help you. You can come even to my house. You can come when I'm resting. Just come, but don't waste time. Come and learn from me. He was that type of professor. Very fine. No problem. But then what happens? He forgot that he has duty towards others. Not only he had his students. And so because of that, all the other professors were quite disturbed because of him. Because children would come rushing in the restroom when others are also resting. In the house, children would come in his house. So wife is getting disturbed. Both one son and one daughter he had. Both of them were getting disturbed. Anytime anybody coming, everybody was on.
Why don't you please have a sip of water?
Yes, if I get a water, I'll get it.
You could take a pause because we're all listening intently to you.
No,
And we
no,
will be patient for 10 seconds if you just please help yourself to some water.
Yes, please.
no water, but this is my throat's character. I call
Okay, all right.
very fine.
Okay, okay.
Don't
Sorry.
worry, I will do it. I'll do it. So what I was trying to tell you, that all others got disturbed. This is a real story I'm telling you about our Mumbai college, a very famous college. And what happened was then that all the other professors, they got together and they got one agency to see that, and they told them that you do something to defame this fellow. Thank you. Defame this fellow. And what happened? Because of this, that agency started. First day, a big poster is there where some stories are given that all girls are sticking to professor and he is a womanizer and he is a threat to our culture and threat to college and boycott him. Another day, another poster comes that wife is fighting with him and some other girl is in his bedroom. I mean, they can make any such stories and drawings and big posters in the college. And people, when he enters, people are looking at him and laughing at him and all such stuff. He was terrified. He said, what have I done? What has happened? That all such things are happening. He couldn't understand. And naturally, when you get hurt, you suffer. So this professor started suffering all new situations, people laughing at you, people cracking joke on him. And he's still coming to the college, doing his duty. But somewhere internally, he was totally shocked, disturbed and unhappy. So he had problem. He had lots ulcer in his stomach. He was vomiting blood, passing out blood. And it was quite a thing, going from one hospital to another, this test, that test. Somebody told him that if you want to really get better, go to the Yoga Institute and meet Dr. Jayadeva and Hansaji. And so he came here. He was staying in Grand Road, away, another side of city. We are at the central city, where the airport is there, very, very close to the airport. And somewhere, pile of files in his hand, and Dr. Jayadeva saw, and very quickly he could understand it. It's all psychosomatic. So asked him, what is that which is bothering you? And he said, that way I'm very successful man, but something like this is definitely hurting me, bothering me. And I asked him, what are you doing against him? So he said, what can I do? How could I find out who is doing all these things? What could I? So I said, now listen, when you go in front of that poster and you are also reading that and people are looking at you and laughing at you, you get hurt. Now understand, you have a choice to get hurt or not to get hurt. So he said again, said you have a choice. Why should you get hurt? When they are laughing, you also laugh with them because it's all rubbish. You should laugh with them and say, wow, what a wonderful, who is this person? And it's me, great, and it looks like you can crack a joke out of it. You can laugh with others and show that that's fantastic, what's happening, but don't choose to suffer. He heard. He said, I never thought like that. I said, this is yoga. Think like this. It's your choice. So take that choice. Okay? And then another part was that what about rest of other professors? Why do you allow children to come when others are resting? You have a duty towards them. What duty? I'm giving my lecture and that's it. Me and my children. No. Doesn't go like that. You have duty towards all those who are running the college. Even that peon who is sleeping on the gate or sitting on the gate, you have a duty towards him also. At least look at him, smile at him, understand if he is sick, you can do something for him, do it. That's called dharma, duty, concept of duty. And that we have to understand. So try, we made him understand and he understood it. He was a good human being and clever man. And he's totally changed his entire approach towards life. Otherwise, he was tight-lipped, with others. But now he was relaxed. He was talking to other professor. If somebody is sick, he would ask whether he can do something about it. And things changed. And slowly he became definitely normal, better. It took about 8 months to come back to my normalcy. But he has learned a very big lesson of life. And now it went on. So this one little example, and I'm sure you will understand that how we are supposed to manage our emotion, and then duty towards society where you live, duty towards nation, and duty towards humanity. So concept of dharma, duty, is the main thing in yoga. And then what we usually try and tell is that when you are doing your duty, how you are doing your duty makes a difference. If you are doing your duty, it's a karma yoga philosophy and karma theory, that think before doing your action. Think, because every action is going to come back to you. So think before doing your action, and then decide and do your action. And do your action how? Number one, you should be really happy when you are doing your work. Don't do it grudgingly. Oh, come on now, no is doing, I will have to do it. Nothing like have to do it. If you have if you have decided to do, then do it well. That's your discipline, that you will do it happily only. In the institute, we have foreigners coming here very regularly, and about 30 foreigners are still there at the institute because they couldn't go back because of this corona. So one boy came, and he was from Germany, and he wanted to go to buy some cotton. So he took a local train at that time and went to city. And the train was packed full of people, too many people around him, pushing him here and there, no place to sit. And they were talking to him. He used to give them answer. They were telling him, do this, do that. And he would be enjoying all that. And when he came back, he was wearing kurta, pajama, and all the khadi, cotton, and he was enjoying that thing. And so on. I asked him, what did you do whole day? Whole day to buy something. He says, I have not done anything. Things are happening on its own in your country. I said, what do you mean by this? This is a big philosophy you are talking about. He says, Hansaji, I went to the station. One train came from here and one train from there. I didn't know where to go. So I started shouting, Churchgate station, Churchgate station. And people just pushed me into one train. And I was pushed and I was there. And people were talking. When the station got over, I was pushed out. And then I was asking Khadi Bandar, and people would guide me, and I went to Khadi Bandar. So things just happen. People are there to help you and so on. Okay? So he enjoyed. And every day he would go out, meet people. He was very jovial and talking type of a boy. Another day, one boy came from London. He was a chief chartered accountant from Coca-Cola company at that time. And he wanted to do a teacher study program, so he came. And he went to buy cotton, pure cotton. So he came. Within 2 hours, he was back home. And when he entered, he was very angry, very disturbed. I said, what happened, John? His name was John Shaw. He came and he said, Hansaji, what is this? What is your country? I said, why? What has happened? He said, the roads are so dirty. People are spitting here and there. They are spitting blood. Do you know? I said, look, let me tell you, John, there is no blood. It is beetle leaves which they chew. And that's that. It's very healthy for health. But how ugly, how dirty, no aesthetic. Fine. And then how many people, they are so touching here and there. There are too many people. And I don't like, I want a space around. And he had all the complaints and complaints and complaints. It's just so naturally, the world is full of all these things. There are stupid things happening, wrong things happening, but there are good things also in the same place. In life, we can't make a list that this is wrong and this is right, or this is good or this is bad. This is all very relative. And so you cannot think in this way. What you want to see, you see. If you want to see good, you will see good also. If you want to find faults, you can find faults also. Of course, now things are very different. Now roads are spick span, very clean. Everything is fine. But the point I'm trying to make is this, that if you have to travel, then travel happily. If you have to do the work, do it happily. This joy should never go from your life. And that, again, we have to keep in mind. Otherwise, don't work. Who is telling you to work? If you work, work happily. And then second point is that if you work with full intense, like your body, mind, emotion, everything should be present in work, and do the work. Don't do it casually. If a work is worth doing, it is worth doing well. So do it properly. And the third point is learn to live in present, not in past, nor in future. You should learn to live in present. And fourth point is try and see that you have some faith in yourself and faith in the laws which are governing the life. Some faith that whatever will happen for your own good, your own, nothing will go wrong. Whatever will happen, you know now how to go about and what to do about it, but you will not have anxiety. What will happen? That anxiety is wrong. In today's scenario, again, people have lots of anxiety. Whole world is at very much slow pace now. Businesses are going down. People have no money, no jobs. They are getting jobless. People are wondering that how they are going to now live. And there's quite a lot of anxiety. But I always, those who are our students, when they talk to me, I always say there is uncertainty. No doubt about it. But life is uncertainty. You don't even know what is going to happen next moment. Now, when this is the case, why should you think about that, which is uncertain? So don't think about uncertainty. Uncertainty could be taken as a adventure, that whatever will happen, it's like an adventure. You come out of the house, you don't know where this road will go. And your mind is not negative. Your mind is in a state when you see everything as adventure. You see everything as opportunity and not get anxious about it. This anxiety should be totally curtailed. I always tell people, either you think this way or you don't think. Yoga talks about yoga chitta vritti nirodha. Stop your mind. Don't start thinking about it. This mind which we have will make us suffer only. Don't use the mind just like that. If you have to work, think and do the work. If you have to open your mouth, think and open your mouth. Keep the purpose and then do the job. But otherwise, why are you thinking? Stop thinking. Look at the beauty. Listen to music. Look at the varieties which is there in the nature. Every leaf is so different. Then so many colors, so many flavors. Just enjoy. Watch, but don't think. Listen, but don't think. Feel beauty around you. Don't think. Feel energy around you. What is there to think? Just feel it. Feel happy and proud. So this is how we should go about in life. And learn again. Here needs discipline. That a thought will come, what will happen, but you are not thinking, rather having a faith that everything would be right, if at all. Or keep your mind busy. When somebody comes and tells me, Hansaji, I have lots of worry. I don't know what to do. My son is going in a wrong direction. My daughter is this and that. I tell him, this means you worry, this means you have lots of free time. Keep your mind busy. And whatever worry is there, give a specific time for that. Your daughter, sit with daughter, have a nice things with daughter, have a good friendship with daughter, spend some time there. Not worry, sit and worry. These are two different things. One is conscious action, planning, doing things with faith, with confidence, and one just doing nothing and worry. So we have to again bring discipline here. So, well, today, with this whole scenario, we have to have certain clarity. This time has come, problems come, problems will go away, thought comes, thought goes, tsunami comes, tsunami goes, earthquake comes, it goes. Things come to go, they don't come to stay. But if we think, then and hold on and don't allow it to go, then the problem. So now I've been talking. If you have anything to ask, any question, please, we'll move ahead. This 10 minutes we still have with us.
Thank you, Hansaji. Very, very good advice. There is somebody, Zabeen, you had a question. You did raise your hand at one time. Do you still have the question that you wish to raise at this time? Please unmute
I'm
yourself.
sorry, I actually, I ended up raising a hand. It was an accident.
All right.
That was not my intention. Yeah, I did have a comment earlier. I don't know if it was seen, but
Yes.
I don't really need to discuss that because I don't think it'll be a 2-minute response to what I had to say. I did put a comment down there. So if you want to take it up later, I mean.
Yes, I think your comment was basically that this shouldn't, the husband abusing in a household, perhaps it's an oversimplification to look at just the reaction of the wife. So I think the comment that you made, Sabine, was that what if there's other factors, the children are suffering and things. At what point does one say that this is abusive and I have to move away rather than I have to accept this?
Well,
well, honestly, that was not a good summary. May I just clarify?
Please. Yeah, please.
May I clarify? Because often what I was trying to highlight the fact that we were talking about the woman or the mother and how she is a sensitive individual. So she is perceptive and can understand the needs of her children and therefore keeps arguing with her husband, whichever way that whole scenario plays out. And therefore, when you create a peaceful environment, in spite of the havoc that, some individual may be creating in the household, that is the only way you can balance and it will harmony. I was wanting to just kind of say that it puts a lot of emphasis on the duty, and this can be a very kind of a difficult place to put that caregiver, because the amount you can tell, you can sense when the other person's sanskaras do not uphold all the things that.
Okay, can I say something?
Yes, please do, because we're losing something. So,
the way a person uses may have a dependent. Yes, go ahead. Please go ahead, ma'am. I'm sorry to have taken so long. Yes.
Yes, something was wrong with the sound. Okay, understand. If it's a physical abuse, I would say you are not dealing with any human being, you are dealing with animal. And you should know how to come out of that, not to continue at all with that person. Separation is the best thing to do, no doubt. And then become strong, deal with it in a different way, allow him to have his time separately and so on. Don't be with that person who is physically abusive, because he is not, I would say, a normal human being. So there it can't be done. Here, this man, what I gave you an example of, otherwise he was going to work, he was a very good human, but he had this wrong habit. And he would think that his father was doing that, let him also do that, and so on and so forth. And it was a different case. And he changed also, because the atmosphere became very positive, he changed. If he would not have changed, some other solutions would have been possible. And there are various ways in which we could help person out to reduce his alcohol and then come out of it. After, you have a duty towards him. But here what I was trying to emphasize was that first stop suffering because of others. First stop suffering and do it. If here you can't do your duty, you have other duties also which you should continue doing. And that is what I was trying to say, that try to bring little balance. It's a householder's duties. Yeah. Any other question?
I appreciate that. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. Dr. Ram Banerjee, anything else? Life is full of varieties, and every area, every human has his own life. Absolutely, every human is different personality, sample by itself, I say. And so you can't find any other human who can understand you 100%, not possible. Man and woman also are two different people. One thing from head, one thing from heart. One want everyone to be happy around, and one will go out of the way to make somebody happy, which we would say don't do that. Yeah. Rather do your duty. If somebody is happy, fine. Somebody is unhappy, fine. You can't make everybody happy around you. Not possible, because everybody is different. Everybody's things are different. And one thinks very linearly from head. So these are two varieties of human beings, and all the varieties come together in the family. Somebody shouts and talks, somebody doesn't talk only, somebody talks roundabout, somebody negative always, somebody is lazy, somebody is hardworking. All these varieties are right in your own family and you have to deal with them. So you need to have some clarity about this concept of duty, which we very strongly emphasize. And this is what our human emotional management would be, and mental management would be, so on. Our big, strong, epic Mahabharata, where the war took place between two cousins, Pandavas and Kauravas, a person who wrote, Sage Vyas, he is writing his first shloka in Mahabharata. He says that I am shouting at the top of my voice with my both arms raised, that please, all of you, do your duty in life, do your dharma in life. And if you do your duty, you will get everything. Name, fame, health, money, whatever you want, you will get everything if you do your duty. Do your duty, not somebody else's. Do your duty and you will get everything. But nobody is listening to me, and that's why this war. That's how he wrote the whole book on Mahabharata, a big epic of our country. So
I just love the idea that in our Shastra it actually says that that do your duty, and by doing your duty you guarantee the rights of others. The Western world tends to be, it's all is what is my right, what is my right, what is my right. Let me go to the law, let me go to the police to get my rights. Nobody seems to concentrate on what is my duty.
That's right. Exactly. And that's what we very strongly emphasize. And once person starts doing it, person is going to be healthy. I guarantee you will be healthy. For health, you don't have to do too much. We are not born to suffer in life, but we are there to help and do whatever. See, the moment we are born, nature takes care of us. Air is there for us to breathe. Earth is there to give us vegetables and fruits and all that. Water is there. We are all structure of all that. When we are breathing, all these trees are giving us the oxygen. We are throwing carbon dioxide, which these trees are taking. So these trees are part of my lung only. All this water is part of my body only. So it's all that. A child is taken care of. Mother gets milk in her breast. From where it comes? Just comes. She is now mother. So baby is looked after. And as we grow big, when we want even a chapati or a loaf of bread, somebody has grown wheat somewhere in his field. I don't even know who has. And he has grown and he has cultivated the field, has packeted the wheat, He has transported, all transport system is available to us. And then somebody is doing the business trading. So the wheat comes where I live, around that shop. Then I go and buy, then I make a powder, and then I make my bread or chapati. How many people are responsible or contributing towards my life? We have to understand this. And when we understand this, that so many people, my family members are only few here and there, 4, 5, 6, but whole world is contributing. Farmer is doing farmer's job, engineers are doing engineer's job, scientists are doing scientist's job. I should also do my job. That feeling should come in me. I can care, and now I should do my part. So that's the whole concept. And yoga, we at the Institute strongly, highly recommend that everybody should be understanding this concept and then learn these techniques and see to it that you are disturbed. Then what can help you? Immediately watch your breath. Take one long breath and when learn to sit quietly and meditate so that you stop thinking unnecessarily. Do some asanas to increase circulation to your head. Eat some food which is more healthy. So nuts, I would strongly recommend nuts. We should have almonds, we should have walnut, we should have hazelnuts, we should have cashews, pistachios. All these are very healthy food. And these seeds, what we get, sunflower seeds and such things, they should go into our body regularly. It has omega-3, it has fat fibers, high protein. Groundnuts, cooked and eat groundnuts. So that gives you proper nutrition to your system. Eat freshly cooked food, which we very strongly recommend. In today's scenario, I would definitely say that cook food freshly and eat. Don't keep it in refrigerator. You are now in the house 24 hours because of this virus. So don't keep food in freshly cook little, eat little. After 4 hours, you eat again. In between, you can have fruits. And that's how you should make your life rhythm in such a way that your body goes through a proper rhythm, no tension, no problem. Body is happy and sleep well. Good sleep can solve big problems. Good sleep. Person should know how to sleep well. Person should condition to sleep well. And all that. So we should take care of all these areas also. And then proper timetable helps. So all these things help us to remain healthy. And the other 3-4 things which I always say is, before food is the time for exercise, after food is the time for relaxation. 4 times we eat, 4 times if we do something or other, as in asanas, for stomach, for spine to keep flexible, that would really keep our body fit. You don't have to do too many rigorous asanas. Simple few things are also sufficient. Only attend to your body very often in a day, rather than just 1 hour doing asana and then forgetting about it and then sitting on chair all the time. Don't do that. Very often get up and walk. Very often see something which is very far from you, because your eyes and optic nerves are getting too much overused because of computer all the time, because that's our world now, computer. And so electronic items. To sleep well, you should switch off this electronic items. It is digital detoxification should occur. 1 hour before, you should stop all these things. That blue light of these things can activate your nerves and make you more alert, so you won't sleep then. You should sleep well, and for that, do all these things. Maybe take bath at the night. 3 hours before you should eat food, before you sleep. So all this you will do, you'll sleep really well, and so hormones will secrete properly in your body. And then these hormones will keep you really healthy, fit, and fine, which is not taking place. The moment you worry, your immunity goes low. The moment you get tensed, your immunity goes low. And so don't do all that. Rather, do your duty and don't worry about anything. So all these are little concepts. And then joy, bring joy. Recreation is very important. Very, very important. You see, I give you one case history. One of our student who came from America, he and his wife, they both were here just when 3 months back, 4 months back, when this virus was just showing its, its presence. They came here and then they were tested, and the husband, the man, was tested positive. So he was hospitalized. He had some breathing problem, breathing trouble. He had fever and his head was heavy, and he was not feeling fit at all. So he was in the hospital. In the hospital, his condition was going down because his age was 68. His condition was going down. His wife phoned me. She says, Hansaji, my husband is in trouble like this. What can you suggest anything? And I said, straight away, tell him in the hospital, when he's lying down, do this abdominal breathing. That is, breathe in, your abdomen moves up. Breathe out, your abdomen goes in. It's called as pranayama number 4, diaphragmic breathing. That he should do, lying down in a relaxed way. Mind should be busy in doing this breathing. You need more oxygen when this virus is attacking you. And so this is one. You'll really breathe better. And then when he's sitting, because he used to sit also in hospital all the time. So whenever he is sitting, he should do this alternate breathing. So both the nostrils have to be kept open and clear. So breathe in from one side and breathe out from another. Breathe in from other, breathe out from first. Go on doing this quietly. This is second. And third, all those doctors and police people, when they come to meet you, you should crack some joke. You should laugh and make them laugh. They are working very hard, day in and day out. So we give them food. All this police of around area, we give them food, sattvic food, and they feel very fine. Or the municipality people, they are keeping the city clean. We help the Yoga Institute in doing all these things. So somewhere I told this man that he should do these 3 things: lying down breathing, sitting breathing, and laughing, joy. Something to talk very joyfully. Make them laugh and you laugh. The doctors over there, they said that, what are you doing? He says, well, I've been told by Yoga Institute to do that. He says, whatever you are doing, you just do it because your condition is improving now. And his condition improved. He was really sinking. His condition improved. And in 9 days, he was discharged. He was fit and fine. Until now, he is fit and fine. Now he has gone back to America because they got the flight. So somewhere, this technique, simple techniques work wonders. And in this scenario, we should be doing alternate breathing, diaphragmic breathing regularly, some simple asanas to keep our spine healthy, and good sleep, relaxation, good relaxation, and stop worrying. All this should happen in today's scenario. So, am I clear?
That's very good advice. Do you think that India, which really started with all of this thing, is following these examples, or do you think that India has become like the Western world and really don't believe in the power of yoga?
I would strongly tell you that those who are following yoga, they will not get into any of these troubles. Because somewhere, and all our India also is now, all we people are trying our best to see that this message is spread all over. And India has one very other thing, and that is our Ayurveda. Some herbs, the herbs which are there in our country, which are part and parcel of our kitchen, which we use it, but now we should remember and use it more systematically. And that these herbs also should be part of our routine now. Instead of tea, coffee and all that, have a herbal tea that is really going to do good. A lemongrass, a ginger, in the morning, the moment you get up, take a glass of water, warm water, put half a lemon in that water, put little black pepper in that, little ashwagandha, it's not available over there, so forget about it, black pepper over there, and cinnamon over there, and drink that water. That itself would be fantastic. First drink in the morning, and then with your breakfast, you may have herbal tea rather than tea, coffee, or any of. And in that, lemongrass, ginger, few black pepper inside, and just boil it and strain it. And you can add little milk. India definitely is a country of milk, but if you don't want to put milk, don't put. But yes, this drink in morning break, very good. Fresh fruits. And that's it. And that's how you will be taking care of. So somewhere simple homemade food, which involves Ayurveda in any case. And all these things are beautiful. We keep ourselves fit and fine. In India, the rate of recovery is very fast. Now people are really coming out of this whole thing. Lots of... it's a challenge because people don't take these things seriously. There are many who don't take it seriously. Yes. And that is the whole problem. Basically, more into religion, they get into trouble. I always say that follow yoga.
Yes.
Then that is better.
Thank you very much indeed, Swamiji, for your Hansaji, for your time. It's been lovely having you back. And we really enjoyed the talk and the people who are here. We're very pleased. And thank you for your time that you spend. And it's the evening time for you. Lovely to see you again. Please take care of yourself. And
yes.
we shall hopefully see you again on one of our World Yoga Festival events.
Why not? We'll do that.
Thank
when you are there, call, I'll be there, available. Okay.
Thank you very much. Pranam to you. Pranam to you. And good night. Good night to you. Thank you very much indeed. Bye-bye.